to the Give and Go. My name's Tim, and today on 32 for 32, we're looking at the Washington Redskins, what they did in the 2017 NFL season, what they're going to do in the 2018 NFL offseason, and what they've done so far, which is actually a lot. So, again, before you do anything, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, and I want you to comment below what videos you want to see me do on this channel related to football, maybe some combine videos, some free agency videos. Talk about it down below. We greatly appreciate it. So for the 2017 NFL season, I give the Washington Redskins a B-. It was an average year. They played poorly in the division. They went 1-5, losing all the games against the Eagles, Dallas, and they only beat the Giants once. And they blew late leads. The New Orleans Saints game was ridiculous. It was one of the top 10 games this year. They blew a huge lead late and never recovered, and they got blown out by the Chargers as well. And some things we learned from the 2017 NFL season. Injuries kill good teams. Not great teams, but good teams. You look at the players they placed on IR. Jonathan Allen, Will Compton, Sewell Cravens, Mason Foster, D'Angelo Hall, Arthur Jones, Rob Kelly, Sean Luavo, Trent Murphy, Josh Norman was out for a couple games, Jordan Reed, Phil Taylor, Chris Thompson. That's a whopping 12 impact players that were on IR, and that will kill a team. The offseason weapons acquired to replace Garcon and Deshaun Jackson didn't live up to the hype either. You look at Terrell Pryor, he had 20 catches, 240 yards, and 1 touchdown. Josh Dotson played well in a many breakout years, so he's the exception to the rule. You had Jordan Reed. He was never productive whatsoever this past season. 27 catches, 211 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Jamison Crowder, who did play well. 2 of their top 4 producers this year that were expecting Terrell Pryor and Jordan Reed, they only produced a combined 451 yards. That's ridiculous. And they had 3 touchdowns, 47 catches, 451 yards, 3 touchdowns. That sounds like a stat line for a wide receiver 3. Not 2 elite players in this league. So they played poorly this past year. Breakout player of the year, in my opinion, Chris Thompson. He was a monster before he got injured. He's Matt Forte-esque, if you know what I mean. He had 804 all-purpose yards, 6 touchdowns. You think, okay, that's a good stat line. But he did that all in 10 games. If you ask any fantasy owner out there or anybody that watched the Washington Redskins, he was by far one of the best players on that offense and should definitely play a big part this upcoming year. For the 2018 offseason, it's already been a busy offseason if you've been keeping up with the NFL. The Alex Smith trade, the Washington Redskins traded Kendall Fuller in a 3rd-round pick to the Kansas City Chiefs to receive Alex Smith. Then they signed Alex Smith to a 4-year, $94 million extension with $71 million guaranteed. And here's my quick take on it. Ready? Alex Smith. He's become the prototypical average quarterback. That's the definition he is. And he needs to be surrounded with weapons. You look at Kansas City, he had Tyreek Hill and Kareem Hunt, 2 elite weapons in this league. Signing him to a 4-year extension puts him at around 37 years old when his contract expires, and it's almost impossible to get out of this contract because he has $71 million guaranteed. Not much of wiggle room. Kendall Fuller. He's a promising young cornerback. I thought he was going to be the future to pair with Bashaud Breeland, Josh Norman, and have him in the slot or on the outside and Bashaud Breeland move inside. Not the case. And giving up on him at this point, he was looking like a great prospect in my opinion, and it shows poor management by that front office, which I'll talk about in just a second. And Kirk Cousins. I feel really bad for that man. He has been picked over his entire life. You look at the Robert Griffin III thing, he didn't start. He came in, he proved his worth, and got franchise tagged twice. Now he is gone, he will be a free agent. And if the Redskins decide to place a franchise tag on him, he should sue and get his money worth. He literally got the boot from Bruce Allen, and this is literally Bruce Allen's referenda on Scott McLaughlin, who again said that he wanted to re-sign him to a massive extension last offseason. And signing a quarterback that is 4 years older and is just as limited shows the disrespect within that organization. They disrespect Kirk Cousins, they disrespect a people group, shows the Washington Redskins for you clearly. With money now tied up in the quarterback for the future, work needs to be done now in order to win now. Remember, Alex Smith is 33. They have 4 years to win, otherwise they're going to be restarting again. They have only 2 draft picks in the top 100, and they have $32 million in cap space. They have to re-sign Bashaud Breeland for sure, because they moved Kendall Fuller. Zach Brown should be re-signed as well in the linebacking corps. They have to add weapons on the outside to help out Alex Smith. Terrell Pryor will be gone this offseason. as they smartly gave him a one-year deal. They have to draft a number one wide receiver, and they have to solidify that backfield. The scat back is Chris Thompson. Obvious, he is Matt Forte 2.0. And their first and second down back, they have to decide between Rob Kelly and Samaje Perine. They also have to get healthy this offseason. 12 players on IR, that's ridiculous. They need to get back to health in order to compete. So with the Cowboys and Eagles looking tough to beat in the next few years, the Redskins better capitalize on Alex Smith by adding weapons, getting healthy, and staying out of their own way. That seems to be the case with that front office. If not, they risk remaining a mediocre team, going 8-8 every single year, and not competing for a playoff spot in the NFC. Thanks for joining us again for 32 for 32 right here on The Give and Go. Come back tomorrow as we look at the Green Bay Packers. What should they do in the 2018 NFL offseason? What have they already done? Thanks for watching.